Well, if you've been around my channel for very long, you know I love to propagate things. Grapes, muscadines, blackberries, figs, just about anything can be propagated. But during the summer, I have always had a terrible time. Maybe it's because I'm in Texas, because of the Texas heat, but for whatever reason, I have a terrible time, a terrible percentage of success propagating things in the summer. So a year or two ago, someone suggested a little technique that I think might just be the trick. So let me show you what they told me and show you the process and see if maybe I can do some summer propagation, because you know I love to propagate plants through propagating chillings. Plants, that's what I love to propagate. No more kids, too old. So someone suggested a few years ago that I use grafting tape, and wrapping it around the cutting would keep the cutting from drying out, would hold the moisture in, or keep the low humidities inside the house from drying it out. For whatever reason, that grafting tape would do a good job on that. So I came out here and took some cuttings, and these are blackberries. These in particular are Prime Arc Freedom blackberries. I took several cuttings of these. I had some that were where I didn't want them to be, have already outgrown their trellis, and so I pruned them off, and I've taken them over here to the golf cart, and let me show you what I've done. So I'm wrapping this tape around him. I'm leaving two nodes on the bottom, two little growth tips on the bottom for rooting. I don't want the tape to cover the entire cutting. I want the bottom part of the cutting to be exposed so it will root. So I'm wrapping the tape around the cutting. I'm being very careful not to cover or to disturb, to hurt the growth tips on the top of the cutting. That's the part that I want to see growth from. So I'm winding the tape tightly, but again, not disturbing, not touching, not covering the growth tips. And then I'll put them in dip and grow in a minute, and hopefully they will become viable cuttings. Okay, so again, it's called scarifying, just basically scarring them up a little bit. Scraping it just a little bit. I don't know whether that helps it. I don't think it hurts it, let's put it that way. Now, I've told you before, I do not have good success propagating in the summer. And it's because of the heat, humidity. I take them in the house, and the house is air conditioned, and which means it's humidity controlled, and the air conditioner takes a lot of the humidity, so they get dry. Even though I spray them a lot, spray the tops, mist the tops of them, they still just do not do well in the summertime, even indoors. So there they are. We'll go mix up some dip and grow and get right back. When I say don't cover up the tip, any of these little growth tips, and some of them are very small, some of them are non-existent, they haven't even started growing yet, but you'll wrap the tape around the bottom of it, you'll come around and bring the tape on top right there, but don't cover up that tip. Don't just bring your tape right across and cover that tip up. It's got to have a place to grow. Pull it tight. You don't want there to be any air coming out. That's the whole problem with doing this in the summertime, is they dry out. So hopefully this will keep them from drying out. Some of them are coming unraveled at the top. I will probably take some Scotch tape, finished wrapping that back on there, take some Scotch tape and tape that up, and just to hold it on there good. And with dip and grow, you only use a very small amount. For softwood cuttings, which is what this is, I will put just a 1/16 of an inch of the dip and grow in there, and then fill it up to here. So all right, this soil is dry. I want to get it wet. And these are 1-gallon grow bags. They're pretty cool. My wife uses them for herbs. Do great for herbs, and should do great for this. Don't know why they wouldn't. Now we're going to dip the cuttings in the dip and grow, because I've got 3 nodes showing, and I want all 3 nodes to get down in the dip and grow. There you go. Supposed to leave it 5 seconds. I don't count. I just do it, and then I'm just going to go down in here, down to the plastic. Okay, because anything sticking above can dry out. This is my theory. So all the way down to that last node that I want to root. Okay, I went and got a pen. That's really the way I like to do it, is to start a hole with a pen, then go down in there, because these are kind of limp already. I just want to go get down in there deep, and again, being very careful of this, very careful of all these little twigs sticking out. Do not want to injure those. But I'll spray I want that, where I punch those holes, I do want that soil to close up around these, so I'll get in there with my spray hose, and that water will help seal all around the stem that's down in the ground. And again, this is not Scotch tape. This is grafting tape. I'm going to do something to where I can get cuttings in the summertime. All right, for you and for me. All right, that's the end of this one. We'll show you as they grow. We'll show you how they do. All right, we're gone.